All right, in advance of the BC Lions season opener, Ed Willis, we talked about how important it was that if this team is going to succeed, they need to start by succeeding at home. Man, the first half of Saturday night's home opener, I started to think I could see the ticket sales just dropping off, but in the second half, they all came alive, didn't they?
Yeah, it was a nightmare. That first half was a nightmare, but it's funny, the way it worked out, I think it's even a better scenario for the Lions than if they would have been, dominating, because now they've got this, come from behind, this gritty effort, this, they can now attach their wagon to Jonathan Jennings. I just thought it was a terrific game, and for only 21,000 people, it turned out to be a really good atmosphere too. So I think a win for the organization and something they really needed to re-engage the fan base here.
Paul, obviously, as Ed said, Jennings came alive in the second half. He was connecting, he was creative, he was fast on his feet. Is this the critical piece for the BC Lions this season?
Well, of course it is. This is a quarterback-driven league, and they have not had consistent quarterbacking really since they won their last Grey Cup. Travis Lully's ongoing injury problems, I think, really have had this team in flux since then. Last year, they appeared to find the guy. Now, it's interesting what Ed says. I thought there was a bit of buzz downtown on Saturday. I saw a few people with jerseys out on the street. I know the roof was open. The 21,000 that were there, I think, would have been there regardless. And it's not like Jennings threw for 400 yards and we had a couple of 80-yard bombs, but he was efficient. And they had a come-from-behind win against a team that most people are picking to at least be in the conversation for the Grey Cup at the end. So I think these are the kind of things to build on, to start some buzz, especially with Wally Buono back, to have, this team they're winners. They're on the right track. And I thought it was a great momentum-building exercise for the Lions to try and re-engage some people, go, okay, I'll start paying attention to them now.
Paul mentioned Wally Buono. Last thing I want to ask you about is the new old coach. What difference does it make to these guys to have Wally Buono back? You've known him a long time. Yeah. What does he bring to the table as a head coach?
Well, I just think it's that credibility factor, and he doesn't have to work for it. He's got it. He just shows up. Look, boys, I'm the winningest coach in CFL history, winningest coach for 2 franchises. This is the way we're going to do it. And it's just been interesting to watch him because he doesn't, he's not reinventing the wheel. It's just a strict, no-nonsense approach, and it's the kind of key components are accountability, and we're going to do it this way, and you're going to get every chance to do it this way, and if you don't do it this way, we're going to bring somebody else in. But I think the other thing, it was so important they created an identity in this first game, and I think that showed up in the second half, and it showed up in toughness, in resilience, in being able to grind out that final drive and kill the clock. So I think those are the things to look for. This is what it looks like is going to be the calling card for this team. Tough defense, a strong running game, and efficient quarterbacking.
All right, lots of coverage all week at provincesports.com, and Mike Beamish will be in Hamilton for the second game of the season on Canada Day.